dive into this. Just imagine for a second that you're trapped in a freezing, pitch-black prison. The heavy iron door just slammed shut behind you, and you realize you've got only one single chance to escape. Welcome to This Explainer. Look, we aren't just solving a standard riddle today. We're actually going to explore how our brains process terrifying information under extreme pressure, and how absolutely crucial textual clues are, often, hidden right in plain sight. So the whole scenario kicks off with a prisoner being marched down this long, creepy corridor, right? They're brought right in front of three mysterious, completely unmarked doors. The guard turns, looks the prisoner dead in the eye, and delivers this really chilling instruction. Only one door leads to freedom. Talk about setting the stage for a high-stakes, life-or-death situation. It establishes the ultimate binary here. Make the right choice, and you walk free. Make the wrong choice, and, well, the consequences are final. It instantly forces your mind into a state of absolute hyper-arousal. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how the text positions you, the viewer, right in the shoes of that prisoner. I want you to literally pause for a second and actually feel that tension building up. Your heart rate is elevating just a little bit, your mind is racing trying to anticipate the threats. The source material brilliantly forces you into the role of the protagonist before it even reveals what the actual dangers are. So, are you ready to see what's actually behind those doors? Okay, here are your terrifying options, exactly as they're laid out in the text. Behind door number 1, you've got a room filled with blazing fire. Behind door 2, deadly assassins are actively waiting with their weapons drawn. And behind door 3, a hungry lion that hasn't eaten for 3 years. When you're presented with a list like this, the human brain just immediately defaults to a primal fear response. It visualizes the roaring flames, the glinting steel of the assassin's blades, and the gaping jaws of a predator. The text is literally designed to overwhelm your logical faculties with sheer terror. And to make matters even worse, you don't have all day to weigh your options here. The text introduces this incredibly terrifying constraint. The prisoner has just 10 seconds to choose their fate. 10 seconds. When a ticking clock is introduced to any decision-making process, your cognitive load just skyrockets. Panic sets in, and people generally tend to make emotional, split-second choices rather than analytical ones. But for the sake of this explainer, we're going to go ahead and freeze time right here at the 10-second mark. We're going to use this suspended ticking clock to act as logical detectives. The text explicitly tells the reader to think carefully. So let's just take a deep breath and push past that initial emotional panic. We're going to systematically analyze the exact textual clues provided behind each door. Remember, every single word in a scenario like this is chosen for a highly specific reason, either to guide you directly to the truth or to deliberately distract you from it. And this